Assalamu alaikum, dear family. At this time, could we please stand for prayer? In the manner in which you are most comfortable, follow along silently. Surely I am being turned to thee, O Allah, striving to be upright to he who originated the heavens and the earth, and I am not of the polytheists. Surely my prayer, my sacrifice, my life, and my death are all for Allah, the Lord of the worlds. No associate has he in this am I commanded, and I am of those who submit. O Allah, thou art the King. There is no God but thee. Thou art my Lord, and I am thy servant, and I have been greatly unjust to myself, and I confess my faults. So grant me protection against all my faults, for none grants protection against faults but thee. And guide me into the best of morals, for none can guide into the best of morals but thee. And turn away from me the evil and the indecent morals, for none can turn away from me the evil and the indecent morals but thee. And O Allah, make Muhammad successful, and make the true followers of Muhammad successful, as thou did make Abraham and the true followers of Abraham successful. For surely thou art praised and magnified. And O Allah, bless Muhammad, and bless the true followers of Muhammad, as thou didst bless Abraham and the true followers of Abraham. For surely thou art praised and magnified. Ameen. You may be seated. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, we give praise and thanks to Allah for his coming and appearing to us in the personage of Master W. Fard Muhammad, the long-awaited Messiah of the Christians and the Mahdi of the Muslims. We thank him for coming to seek and save that which was and is still lost today, in spite of all the wonderful work that has been done with us as a people. We're still lost. But we thank him for coming 9,000 miles and spending 3.5 years with us. And in that time, at a meeting like this one, at the end of that meeting, there was something called acceptance that we still do today across our nation. We asked for acceptance to ask us to come on back if we haven't already and join back on to your own. And at the end of that meeting, a man came, and he came like you, sitting in the seat, wanting to hear the good news, wanting to hear the truth. And he heard that. And upon his coming, this man, being from the rules of the south of Georgia, his father and his grandfathers were both Baptist ministers. So he was familiar with what this man was saying. And as he, listened to him, he said, I know those words. And in knowing those words, at the end of the meeting when acceptance was given out, he went up, and when it was his turn to talk to the master teacher, he got close to him and he said to him, I know who you are. And the master says to him, yes, but who knows it but you? Pulled him close and kind of pushed him on. And a relationship developed between those two. That is the reason we are sitting here today. And the man who uttered those words, I know who you are, we say that he is Allah's wise choice. That Georgia-born black man, a giant among men. He was born Elijah Poole, but because of the wonderful work he was doing raising a dead black man and black woman, he became known as the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All praise is due to Allah for that wonderful human being. However, I personally did not meet Master Fard Muhammad, and I did not meet the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But the man that walks among us today, that is causing me, like you, to fall deeper in love, not only with this teaching, but with myself and with my people that look like me, the fallen ones. I look in the mirror and I'm not in disdain. I'm not in dismay because of my dark skin. No, maybe I'm not as dark as others, but I'm still among the black human family. And I love what I see when I look in that mirror, but it's because of this man that caused me to fall deeper in love with myself and my own. This man, he is the Messiah that walks among us. He's the door, he's the vine. he is the true leader. Not the leader, but he is the leader that is for us in this dispensation of time. He's our champion, and he is our illustrious leader, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And it is in those three holy and righteous names I greet you all once again, brothers and sisters, with the greeting words of peace of Assalamu alaikum. And if you don't know what that means, that simply means may peace be unto you. And as the Honorable Louis Farrakhan likes to share with us, that's more than just a casual greeting. It's actually a prayer. So every time, our brothers and sisters in the church will say to us sometime, pray for me. Well, every time I give you the greetings of Assalamu alaikum, I have in that act said a prayer for you and for me. But if we're really on the same accord, when I give that wonderful greeting in that spirit, a wonderful spirit, if you return it in like manner, then the prayer is already being made up somewhere in the universe that we both will get what it is that we want to get. So you return greeting by saying, Wa alaikum salam. And that cheer, you energize up, That's like a pep talk, but it's more than that. It gets into the ear, and then it gets into the cells of the body. No matter how bad you felt, once it gets into the ear, gets into the bloodstream. And you know the science of that if you haven't heard it. Light traveling from the sun travels at a rate of 186,000 miles per second. And in that time, it takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds or 500 seconds for it to strike the earth at its equator and cause it to spin at the terrific speed of 1,037 1/3 miles per hour. So, okay, brother, what that got to do with what you're talking about? Well, I'm going to tell you. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that blood traveling from your head to your heel and back again, that process is the same as the speed of light. He said it takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds or 500 seconds for that process to complete itself. And in that time, no matter how down you may feel or I may feel, if we can inject truth into our ears, it gets into the bloodstream, and that truth travels at the speed of light, hitting every cell within our bodies, causing us to perk up, stand up, and put us back where we're supposed to be. Isn't that a beautiful teaching? All praise is due to Allah. So, dear family, that greeting is so powerful. However, I didn't know that until the Honorable Louis Farrakhan said it. I mean, all we do when we get up here, we're not giving you anything new. We just bearing witness to what the teacher told us. We can't say anything new. This man has spoke millions of words. I didn't say hundreds of thousands, millions of words. Like his teacher, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. People will say in conversations with one another, say, well, yeah, I was at a meeting with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and I heard him say this. Don't you know that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that man was teaching whenever he sit down and opened his mouth? At the dinner table, he was giving lectures at the dinner table. So if you didn't make that meeting and if you was at the dinner table, you got a feeding. You got full from what he was giving you on the truth of what Almighty God Allah in the person of Master Fard Muhammad had given him. So family, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming to spend your time. We haven't had charity yet, but you've already given in charity because you've given of your time. And I thank Allah for each and every one of us who was able to wake up, as I forget the comedian, I think it was, what's his name, Ricky Smiley. Thank God that every day that I wake up on this side of the dirt. So we on this side of the dirt, family. That means that we have another chance to be of some circumstance. And anything that we didn't correct yesterday, we get another chance today to do it. So in that, let me just say this. How many were on Friday evening, the self-improvement study course? If you weren't, whoo, it's a jewel. You missed it. But you can always go and pull it back up. But try to be there. Let's listen to the title. Self-improvement is the basis for community development. Yes. Now, we think community, usually when you first hear that word, you think, oh, my neighborhood where I live. No. The first community that we have to organize is this. This is a community of systems, circulatory, respiratory, musculoskeletal, all that. These are systems that work together. If we can arrange these properly, then it won't be difficult to help arrange the houses that are on our block, in our city, in our state, and all 196,940,000 square miles of our earthly home. So, dear family, I don't want to get too deep into it because I just got the signal. All I had to do with peripheral vision was look to my right, your left. That means I got to stick a pin in it. I did have something else I wanted to say, but I think that will do it. I'm gonna cut it down because I know this brother, he got some stuff on there that he's got to. Well, just real quick, he said I could say it, so let me go and say it. On Friday, we read a question, just real quick. This will be very quick, Brother Rodney. I'm not going to belabor it, brother. We were asked a question about the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. Question number 4 read like this. What has Minister Farrakhan demonstrated to you in this message, who is God? A question, homework assignment. Take that with you. I'm not going to go into that one. Let's jump to number 5 just real quick. But that one, number 4, you got to weigh that. Look into it deeply. That is your homework assignment. And if you're good students, you'll go look into it. Not because Brother Joseph said it, but because the minister said it. All right? Number 5, has Minister Farrakhan accomplished anything since delivering this message, February 24th, 1991? That would prove this statement on page 30. I know the power that is behind that wheel, and the power of the wheel is the power that's guiding me. Woo! So let's do real quick. Let's see what he's done since 1991. Well, and after 1991, black youths, we were going ape. We were losing our mind, killing each other, kind of like today, right? So he went on the Stop the Killing tour. He crisscrossed this nation talking to black men only. Then, I think it was the Armory in New York, some words came out of his mouth. He said, I want 1 million of you. And he said, I saw the words come out, but I couldn't grab them to meet me on the mall in Washington, D.C. Well, needless to say, on October the 16th, 1995, on a Monday in the middle of October, almost 2 million black men, or 2 million or more, showed up at the mall at his call. But it lets you know that God was working through him, because he said he's connected to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who is connected to Master Fard Muhammad. They are on the wheel, thus he is connected to them. Then immediately thereafter, 5 years later, we had the Million Family March. We went back to the mall. Then we had the Millions More movement. And after that, it was justice or else. I particularly like that one because the acronyms were my name. It was JOE, so I fell in love with that. Justice or else. Praise be to Allah. All these things are leading us to one thing, family, from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and that is self-improvement. We'll never build a nation until we can self-improve and love our brothers and sisters the way we love ourselves. So with that, I am going to stick a pin in it this time. I'm not going any further, so let's put on our thinking caps and bring to this rostrum our brother, our Delaware Valley Student Regional Minister, Student Minister Rodney Muhammad, with a loving round of applause. Assalamu alaikum.
All praises due to Allah.